Absolutely no new information. If there's anything new you want to tell them about, it goes in the body of the speech, maybe even in the introduction, but never in the conclusion. It's not one of those, oh wait, I forgot to tell you, or here's some earth-shattering information that goes along with the speech in the conclusion. No, conclusion is where we kind of let our guard down as a listener, and we're just going to summarize and give that final thought and wrap it up there. When you say in conclusion, do your summary, do your final thought, and stop. Be efficient. If you're looking for time on this, if it's a 5 to 6 minute speech, you'll probably spend maybe a minute, up to a minute on your introduction. The bulk of your time will be spent in the body of the speech, right? Citing sources and those types of things. Your conclusion will probably be 20 seconds, somewhere in there. Maybe 30. Probably more like 20 seconds. So the bulk of it's here. So it's fast. It happens very quickly, this conclusion. When you've been listening to somebody go on and on and on, and they say in conclusion, what are some of the thoughts that go through your head?
Better be.
Okay, good. Better be, finally. We're kind of relieved, right? We're excited. This is almost over. Good. Have you ever sat in an audience and somebody said, in conclusion, and then they went on and on and on for the 5 to 10 minutes? Bobby, you've been there, right? Yeah? And they chase after different thoughts. And they start going back over in detail what they've already talked about. And then after about 5 or 6 more minutes, they say, well, let me go ahead and wrap this up by saying, and they do it again. 5 or 6 more minutes later, they say, well, in conclusion, now, how do you feel now?
Will you shut up? Like, really?
Yeah, you're frustrated, right? Do you want to leave your audience with frustration?
No.
Absolutely not. You want to hit the ground running, get their attention, build that rapport. You're likable, you identify with them, you're their friend, even though they've never met you. However, you're moving along, you give them good information, you do a good summary, smiling at them, they're pleased with what you've said, did a good job. You do not want to wear them out where they are annoyed with you. So when you say, if you're not done, don't say it. But when you do say, in conclusion, summarize, final thought, you're done. Final thought can be something like a quote. It can be something like the rest of your story. Relevant to the topic. It's not a call to action like persuasion, so do something about it. We don't do that. This is one of the most challenging parts of your speech, coming up with something that's relevant. It's a good final thought, something to leave you with. I think a rhetorical question can even work there, don't you? Leave them with that to think about. So this is what an outline looks like. When you, I know it's kind of messy here, I'm going to give you a cleaner copy on paper. A couple things we're missing here, really only one thing we're still missing, is the source citation. You need to have, what, at least three sources for this speech. Credible sources. So if I'm yammering along here, so today I hope to inform you about the importance of sleep and how to get enough sleep every day, every night. Well, first of all, let's talk about the importance. First of all, how much do we really need? This is really important. Let's talk about how much we really need. According to the National Sleep Organization, we need 7 hours a night of sleep. And on occasion, what can be very helpful is the occasional 30-minute nap in the afternoon, before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I just made all that up. I don't know if that's true or not. But if I really have a good source like that, and I say that, do you believe me? You bet. Because that source said. So in my outline, the outlining purposes, you would put that source, National Sleep Organization, 2009, whatever. However, you can use MLA, APA, I don't really care. Just be consistent, be correct in the way you do this. That's how it looks on paper. When you speak it, it's according to the National Sleep Organization. In 2009 study, they found that blah, blah, blah. So you talk us through it. This is an important part of your speech, citing sources. Don't hesitate to take time to give us that source information. Source information really impresses people. It really does. If you can give good, well-sourced information, the source alone can impress them so much that they'll really listen to what you have to say because they're really impressed with that source. So don't sell it short. Make sure they know it's a good source that's credible. Any questions about this format? Again, this is a keyword format. So your speech outline, what I want you to do for next time is to try to have on paper for me this part, this simple, to inform, in this case, probably college students, right? If you want to name us as a different audience, you can do that, about your topic in general. Hopefully you have that topic in mind.
So you basically just want us to have our outline?
I want you to start working on it. Yeah, I think, over the weekend, I think you should be able to, if you have your topic in mind, go online. It's a good source for you all to start looking. Start looking for credible sources related to your topic. Just start saving information you can, and start placing and you'll decide, okay, what, out of all this information I have, what could be some good main points? If we're talking about a new finding in your field, you could talk about, well, this is how it used to be done, kind of the old method. This is how it's done today. Fingerprinting criminals, or something like identifying criminals. Fingerprint, old method, talk about it. The new method, talk about that, old and new. So today I hope to inform you about the old and new methods of identifying criminals.